Today I'm doing an experiment with a bunch of different stuff to see what situations seeds will grow in. First, I'm going to start off by filling all these glasses with a couple of seeds. Okay. That's good. The first glass is going to have alcohol in it. This is gin. And I'm going to put a cover on this one for that it can't evaporate into just plain water. The second one I'm going to add some salt to. And then water. Number 3 is going to have mouthwash. Number 4 is going to have milk. Obviously, when they start sprouting, I won't be able to see them, so I'll take them out. This one will also be covered because this will start to rot. The next one will be plain water. The next one will be sugar water. There's the sugar. Now to mix that together. The next one will be pancake syrup. The next one will be soap. And the final one will be hand sanitizer, which also has a lot of alcohol in it. So I will cover this one for it can't evaporate. I will check back in a few days. When the water one sprouts, I'm going to see other ones and compare it. Also on the end, this is olive oil and vinegar. I thought I'd add those. Lastly, I just added, this is motor oil. The green one's Antifreeze, and the last one here is Roundup, weed killer. And here are hydrogen peroxide and water-based lube. Okay, this is just 2 days after. I'm going to see the progress. The milk one I had to get rid of because it got to like a cream cheese consistency. Okay, now the first one here that I'm going to show right away. This is plain water. And if you notice, look carefully, they all have tiny little sprouts coming out of them. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next one. This is the sugar water. They also have sprouts. You can see a big sprout right now in the center of the screen. Actually, 2 of them. The sugar water ones actually got much bigger than the regular water. The sugar might have something to do with that. And you see they're all floating in the middle. Their buoyancy is just in the middle. Now, this one here. Do I see anything? This is the pancake syrup. I can't see anything just yet. The next one here is laundry detergent or dish soap. Oh, yes, they are sprouting. Let me get the magnifying glass on there. Maybe you can see it better. Okay, you can see a sprout in the center of the screen. You see it coming out of that? That longer one. Where else can I see one? Oh, I see more. You notice in the center of the screen, the round one, you can see to the left of it, right below the black one, there's a round one. To the left of it, you can see a small sprout coming out of it. Okay, the next one here is hand sanitizer. Nothing. The next one is vinegar. And the vinegar ones, they have very small sprouts, but they will definitely die. It's probably the moisture of it that's making them sprout, but vinegar is used to kill weeds. The next one here is olive oil. Not quite seeing anything there. Not yet. Looks like some of them may be trying to open. I think that's going to work though when I come back in a few more days. Okay, the next one here is mouthwash. Once again, the mouthwash, they are starting to sprout ever so slightly. If you look at some of the ends, especially the round ones, those are always the first. The next one that we have is salt water. And those also have tiny sprouts. The next one here is alcohol. Nothing that I can see. This goes on the top here to keep in the vapors. Next one, pure motor oil. Don't see anything in there, even though there's a dead potato beetle in there. Okay, the next one I see there are a few. Small sprouts. That is antifreeze. Next one, can't really see from the top. Can't really see anything yet. That is Roundup weed killer. And the next one is hydrogen peroxide. I don't think this is going to do anything. It just kind of like stained them all white like it was bleach. And it's been doing this all day. They've been floating up to the top. Bubbles break, they fall back down. The next one is a water-based lubricant. These have small sprouts. I will be back here in a few days to show more progress. Okay, this is going to be the final day I show these with the progress. First, I'm going to start off with regular water. You see the seed right in front of the screen? It has the big sprout coming out of it. That's what happens in regular water. It gets a big sprout. Next one, sugar water. Sugar water seemed to have made them grow pretty good. You see the center of the screen's a good example. Not all of them did this. Remember, this water's been sitting around for a while. That's why it's bubbling up. Sugar water works. Pancake syrup. Nope, I don't see any sprouts in there. Next one, soap. Did not work. Hand sanitizer. Did not work. Vinegar. Did not work. Olive oil. It looks like some of them tried to open. Like they were just about to start sprouting. Next one, mouthwash. Once again, it looks like they kinda were gonna start sprouting. Like, look in the center of the screen. Do you see that black seed? To the right of it, there's a round one with a small sprout. Mouthwash kind of works. This one. Notice how clear this one stayed compared to the sugar water. This is salt water. It kept the water nice and clear, but nothing grew in it. The next one is alcohol. The alcohol seemed to have changed the seeds color darker. Once again, it looks like they have small sprouts on them. The next one is motor oil. Yep, they have small sprouts too in the motor oil. The next one is Antifreeze. They do have small sprouts. Okay, you see the one directly in the center of the screen? Actually, look at this one. You see to the left of it? There's a small sprout sticking out of it. But I assume when the sprout got bigger it would die. I think it's just the moisture of the chemical making it sprout. I think it would die right after. This is Roundup weed killer. Nothing grew in that. The next one is hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide seems to have... Oh, it did make them grow. See the center of the screen? You have two of them right there with sprouts. It looks like it bleached them. You see how white it turned the seeds, the shells? That kind of worked. The next one is water-based lubricant. Yep, that has small sprouts too. I'm going to show them all again really quickly. Peroxide. Yes, it does have small sprouts. Roundup. I don't see anything. Antifreeze. Looks like it has small sprouts, but I assume they would die. Same thing with the motor oil. They have small sprouts. I think it's just the moisture doing this. Alcohol. Small sprouts. And salt water. Don't see anything. Mouthwash. Possibly small ones. Water. Of course, yes, there are sprouts in it. Sugar water. Yes, there are sprouts. You gotta look from the side to see these ones, since the top is all bubbling up. Pancake syrup. I don't see anything, which is surprising, since that's just sugary. Soap. Don't see anything. Hand sanitizer. Don't see anything. Vinegar. It looks like they did start sprouting. Yeah, they kind of started sprouting in the olive oil. So out of these, the ones that grew fastest was sugar water, regular water. Those were definitely the top two. Thanks for watching. I'm going to clean out all these containers. All of these containers can be reused, brought back to the kitchen, except for these three chemicals. Roundup, Antifreeze, and motor oil. These three will be disposed of and their containers. After 1 month, this is what the water one has become. You can see a little bit of leaves in there. It's trying to become grass, but it's almost dead. It's drowning because it's too much water and not enough dirt. There's no dirt. That's why it's dying. The experiment is over. I did not follow up on the other ones for the full month.